Hello, Gemini, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Gemini, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So, with all that being said, Gemini, let's get started. It's the overall energy for this connection. So we do have separation, okay? Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And then we also have getting to know each other. As you reveal yourselves to each other, your bond deepens. Separation for me as a reader is very similar to the Four of Swords in tarot. For some of you, you could have recently experienced a breakup, possibly a divorce, and you might find yourself, feeling ready to like finally put yourself out there, start dating new people, seeing new people, because to be honest, that is basically what I'm getting primarily off of this connection. I'm not off of this connection, off of this energy is what I meant to say. My bad. All right, Gemini, let's focus on you first and we'll jump over to your person. Just keep in mind the roles can be reversed. How does Gemini currently view this relationship? All right. So we do have the Three of Pentacles. We do have the Two of Pentacles. And then we also have the Eight of Wands out here. Could be dealing with a Capricorn strongly, possibly a Sagittarius. Or you might just have that within your chart. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case. But yeah, it kind of looks like you recently experienced a breakup, possibly a divorce, with the Hangman to the Star, to the Ace of Swords. I feel like you've moved into a place of acceptance that it's just simply not going to work out between you and this person from your past. I think that you also accepted the fact that it is officially over between the two of you and it's time, to get up and basically move forward and move on with your life. And I see you doing just that. So currently at the moment, we do see you definitely talking to somebody fairly new, especially with the Three of Pentacles coming out here. That basically represents the beginning stages of a relationship for me anyways as a reader. So yeah, currently at the moment, I do see you definitely talking to somebody. I do see you definitely getting to know someone. I am getting a lot of back and forth communication here between you and this person. Communication might be really, really good, between you and this person. I am definitely getting that. How does this person currently view this relationship with a Gemini? We have the Justice card to the... Okay. I wonder if this person has Pisces within their chart, or if they are a Pisces. This person's already like fantasizing about like what their life is going to look like and consist of, with you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I wonder if you're dealing with a Pisces or this person just has Pisces within their chart. But just by, them just simply talking to you and, getting to know you, like this is somebody who's already looking at you as somebody that they can see themselves having a serious relationship with. I feel like you just basically check everything that this person is essentially looking for within a person. Don't take this the wrong way, okay? But I am definitely getting that there's a lot of things that this person loves about you. One of those things, because that came to me strongly, especially with the Devil coming out here, this person feels like you have like a... Don't take this the wrong way, but this person kind of feels like you have like this crazy side, dark side. I am definitely getting that. Yeah, it's like this person feels like you kind of have like a crazy side / dark side and they absolutely freaking love it. But just don't take it the wrong way, because, that's something that they really do like about you, I guess, that you have like a crazy side, like a don't mess with me type of energy. And that's something that this person really does, like about you. I am definitely getting that. But I feel like you check everything that this person truly wants and desires, within a person. This person also loves the way that you and this dynamic that they share with you makes them feel. I am definitely getting that. This connection does not feel forced in any way, shape, or form. Things are just unfolding naturally, between you and this person. We don't see you going against the natural flow of things. We don't see them going against the natural flow of things, which is causing the two of you to develop a very close and intimate relationship at a very, very fast pace, because there is no holding back coming from you or coming from them. You're not guarded. They're not guarded. I think that you're just letting this person in fully, and this person is definitely letting you in fully, which is causing, like I said, the two of you to basically develop a very close and intimate relationship with one another at a rapid pace. How does Gemini feel about this human? Come here. Okay. We have the Six of Pentacles. We do have the Six of Cups, and then we also have the Hermit. The feeling is essentially mutual, I would say, between you and this person. I think that you feel really good about them, just like they feel really good about, you. Another thing too, I think that the two of you have a lot of things in common with one another, which just goes to show how well the two of you actually do mesh. Well with one another is primarily what I'm getting. Somebody might be a little bit of a homebody. It could be you, it could be them, but I am randomly getting that somebody might be a little bit of a homebody. I am definitely getting that, but I do want to look at the Hermit really quickly. Tell me more about the Hermit. Okay, so this person might be slightly older than you. I am getting that. They might be slightly older than you. Can I say something? I think that there's going to come a point in time where you're going to have a very difficult time staying away from this person. This person's going to have a very difficult time, staying away from you. So you might make random excuses to like see this person and be around this person. They might make random excuses to be around you and see you. I am definitely getting that, but I am definitely getting strongly that the two of you like hate being away from one another. It's like you feel like you can't freaking breathe without this human. This human feels like they can't freaking breathe without you. So I do see the two of you becoming very attached to one another, but also very clingy, because it's going to get to that point where you're not going to want to be away from this human being, and this human being is not going to want to be away from you. So you guys might find yourselves spending a whole lot of time with one another, like a whole lot of time with one another. How does this person currently feel? All right, so we have the Queen of Wands, we got the Knight of Wands, and then we also have the Three of Swords. I wonder if you actually have Scorpio within your chart now that I think about it. Hold on, my brother's calling me and I really need to get this. 1 second. Okay, my apologies. But anyways, back to the energy. So we have the Knight of Wands, Three of Swords. We also have the Queen of Wands. So in regards to how this person's currently feeling within this relationship, I don't know exactly what it is about you, because I keep getting that they perceive you as somebody who's just very... I don't know. It's like, I mean, the best way that I can describe it, it's like this person kind of looks at you as somebody who has like a very mysterious and dark and crazy side that they absolutely fucking love. Is basically what I'm getting. Like, it does kind of, gosh, it's like I'm trying my best to kind of describe like what it is that it could possibly be about you, because I feel like when this person looks at you, they're kind of like describing in a way like a Scorpio, because a Scorpio can be very mysterious. They can have a little bit of like a dark side, you know what I mean? Like they could portray themselves to be one way and behind closed doors they're like an entirely different person. So yeah, it's like the way that this person describes you, they kind of describe you like a Scorpio is like the best way that I could describe it. But anyways, so yeah, that's like one thing that I would say that this person really, really does like about you, but they also look at you as somebody who's like very unpredictable. It's like they don't know what the hell they're going to get from you. And I think that that's something that they really do like about you. But as far as like you being unpredictable is concerned, it kind of like scares them a little bit, because they don't know what to anticipate and or expect. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like this person feels, Jesus, I don't know why this person looks at you like that, but it's like this person feels like they're handing over their heart to like a shark. You know what I mean? They could turn around and attack at any given moment. As scary as that may be for this human, they absolutely love it. You know what I mean? I don't know why this person looks at you that way. To be honest, I don't know what it is about you that causes this person to feel like they're handing their freaking heart over to like a fucking shark, hoping, that that shark will not attack. You know what I mean? But as scary as it may be for this person, they do love it. I mean, they do love it in a crazy way. They do love it. What actions will Gemini take towards this person or moving forward? Oh, let me grab a card that fell. All right, so we do have the Chariot, we do have the Two of Swords, and then we also have the Judgment card. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Strength card, and then we also have the Nine of Swords. Okay, let's talk. So in the near future, this is just kind of how you're looking at this person and what's going on between you and this person near future, and how you're responding and reacting to it. Just throw that out there now, okay? So you're perceiving this person as somebody who is trying to essentially move at a very, very fast pace here, between the two of you. So in other words, you're perceiving this person as somebody who's like rushing you into a full-blown committed relationship with them. You might even feel like this person's like love bombing you. I'm also getting that as well. And it's causing you to kind of question like, yo, like what is this person's rush? Like, why can't we just take our time and like really get to know one another? Like, why is this person like, trying to like rush a full-blown committed relationship with me? I don't get it. Like, I don't understand, right? And it's kind of creating a level of discomfort within you is basically what I'm getting. Because I feel like with them, it's like you just want to kind of like take your time and really get to know this person. You're not in a rush, to like enter a full-blown committed relationship, with them. I think that you just really want to get to know this person before you decide to jump into a full-blown committed relationship with them, which honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. But here's the thing. Even though you may not like the fact that this person's like rushing you into a full-blown committed relationship, there's a big part of you that, yeah, can totally see yourself being in a committed relationship, with them. I am definitely getting that. So you might just go along with it, or you might speak up and say, hey, like, I think that we're moving a little too quickly here. Like, can we please slow things down? But there's a possibility that you may not speak up, no matter how uncomfortable you may feel, and you might just go along for the ride. I am definitely getting that. What actions will this person take towards Gemini or moving forward? Okay, let's do this, shall we? So we have the Ace of Swords, we got the Seven of Pentacles, and then we also have the Nine of Cups. Look, when it comes on to you, this person's 100% sold on you, and I do see this person expressing that to you. This person basically wants you, more of the story. They feel like this person feels like they know enough about you to know that you are what they basically want, more of the story. So, hey, they're ready to basically take things a step further, with you, if that's what, if that's, something that obviously you're okay with. So I see you needing to make like a really big decision in your future. And it has a lot to do with whether or not you're going to jump into a relationship with them or not. Like I said, a big part of you is going to want to, and that other part of you is going to be like, I don't know, because like we don't really know this person that well. And, I think that you just have a way of going about, things, and I think that that does kind of clash with the way that they are probably used to going about things. Like maybe this person's just known for rushing things, with people, and maybe you're not like that. Maybe you like to take your time and really get to know a person before you jump into a relationship with them. That's totally understandable. But here's one thing that I will say, because I just want you to be consciously aware of this, so that way you're not being caught off guard in the future. Let's just say, for example, you decide to jump into a relationship with this person, because this to me kind of feels like if you decide to jump into a relationship with them, Gemini, you're making an emotional decision, not a logical decision. It's an emotional decision. And you got to keep in mind that you are a Gemini. You guys are very, very cerebral individuals. You guys like to make clear-headed decisions. You guys like to make logical decisions, not emotional decisions. So this to me feels like if you were to jump into a relationship with them, you will be making an emotional decision. So let's just say that you do enter a relationship with this person because you decide to make an emotional decision. Well, within that relationship, one thing that you're going to notice is you experiencing a lot of inner conflict, because your heart is telling you, yes, let's go be with this person. But your mind's like, but wait a minute, like, we don't really fucking know this person like that. Like, what if this and what if that, you know what I mean? So it's going to cause you to develop a lot of like inner conflict. It's going to cause you to experience the only battle between what your mind, wants you to do versus what your heart wants you to do. I think that what your mind is telling you is to really, really get to know this person before you jump into anything with them. Really get to know this person, because that's how you are. That's how you go about situations. But we don't really see you doing that here. Or you more than likely are not going to do that here. You're probably just going to allow your emotions to get the best of you, and you're going to turn around and make an emotional decision. And once you do, your mind's going to start to kick in and tell you like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you don't know this person. Like, what if this person does this? What if this person does that? What if this? What if that? You don't know them. You don't know them. And it is true. You don't know them. You don't know them. You don't know them. It's true. You don't know them. And I think that that's what, makes this entire experience for you very, very uncomfortable. But if you would have decided to not make an emotional decision and just kind of hold off on jumping into a relationship with them and really get to know this person and make a decision that your mind as well as your heart agrees with, you'll be cool. You'll be great. But you're making a decision that your mind doesn't necessarily agree with. Like your heart's telling you, let's do this, but your mind's like, nah, let's get to know them. You see what I mean? So when your mind is not in agreement with your heart and your heart's not in agreement with your mind, it's gonna create that inner conflict there. You know, the two are gonna clash. You know what I mean? So that's why I think it's in your best interest that you wait until your mind and your heart is in agreement with what you're about to do with this individual moving forward. Because if you make an emotional decision, your mind is going to, you know, kick in and tell you like, yo, what are you doing? Like, we don't really know this person. What if this and what if that? You know what I mean? It's going to cause you to feel not so safe and secure with them because you're making a decision that your mind doesn't necessarily agree with. It's basically what I'm getting. Just like if you were to make a logical, you know, decision, Gemini, that your heart doesn't necessarily agree with, you're still going to experience that inner conflict no matter what. But I think that you should hold off on making any major life decision with this person until your mind agrees with what your heart basically wants you to do. And if you don't do that, just anticipate / expect to find yourself experiencing a lot of intrusive thoughts. Expect to, you know, find yourself second guessing yourself when it comes down to this decision that you basically chose to essentially make. Don't get me wrong, there will come a point in time where you won't find yourself feeling this way as far as like experiencing intrusive thoughts, second guessing yourself is concerned. There will come a point in time where you won't find yourself feeling this way, but it's just going to take some time. Not until you feel like you know this person like 100%. You're going to find yourself basically going through this, overthinking things. What if this happens? What if that happens? And yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? So it's just something to just kind of be aware of before you make this major life decision, okay? So that's what I have for you, Gemini. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.